Among all these lovely beaded long fringe earrings you can see on your screens, there's this one that I have added a uniqueness or some uniqueness to it. And this is the one I'm talking about. Look how lovely and gorgeous it is with a ring effect at the bottom. If you want to know how I was able to achieve all of this, please sit with me and let's continue with the video. As for this project, it's not very different from the last time's project because it's really similar, okay? Yeah, so the only difference is that this is a mixture of about 11 colors, different colors. As you can see, they look so nice and very satisfying, right? Yeah. And then to moving on to the next one, we have, I'm still going to use these objects, these triangular objects, metallic objects. And then also my earring hooks or studs. They look like studs, but they are hooks. Now I would need my beading needle, and then of course my nylon thread here, which is a white color, and then my pair of scissors. At a point I would also need to burn out the excess. It's either I'll use it or not, so we'll see, but I would like to show you that I may need this lighter, my beading mats, and in case I forget anything, you are going to read them on your screens, okay? So let's get going on to the real deal here. It is very similar to the last time's projects as I showed you, so I didn't even start with you because it's quite similar and it's already uploaded. I'll still put the link in the description for you to check it out, how to start to, you know, add or attach these beads on the metallic object here. So I'll go ahead to add more, and in this tutorial I'm going to pick the beads randomly, okay? So I may pick any color at all. And we have already, I have 11 beads here, so in total we're going to have 22 beads. So I'll go ahead to add more beads, which is 11 more beads. I'm just picking them randomly. It doesn't matter the color that I pick. Okay, so this is about, say, 11 to 12 size beads, 11 to 12 size beads. Yeah. Beads are done, and I had to do a lot of them offline or off camera because, like I said, it is very similar to the very last upload. Okay, yeah, so it is just okay, and I'm still going to put the link in the description in case you are wondering how this is started. You can check it out. Okay, yeah, so this is time for, or it is time for adding the fringes. Before I start with the fringes, there's a little detailing I have, you know, typed down, and I want to show you how everything goes. So like you can see, the base is 22, which is the beads, the first beads that I added to the metallic. The first fringe is 30. The second fringe is going to be +6. The third fringe is going to be 42, also +6. And then the fourth. So as time goes on, or as I move on, I would still explain to you so you understand in case you want to go by this same pattern. Okay, so let's continue. The first fringe, as you saw from the data, is 30, and I'll go ahead to go through it with a needle and thread. So if it's your first time of learning how to fringe, then please pay attention, okay? Because it's not difficult at all to fringe. So this is my first fringe, and I'll go through the second one. The second fringe is +6, so which is 36, and it's going to be done like the first one. Yeah, we'll do the rest off camera, guys. So I'll be doing 3 fringes, or I'll be adding 3 fringes off camera, guys, so please bear with me. I've added 3 more fringes, so which means after 36 the next fringe is 42. The fourth fringe, which is 42 plus 6, is going to be 48, and then the fifth fringe is what, 54. Yes, so from there we are not going to, the fringes are not going to stand again, they are going to be in a ringed form as I'm showing you right now, so please sit with me. Take a screenshot of this data in case, or this pattern, in case you want to follow the same thing. Okay, yeah, so go ahead and take a screenshot for 5 seconds, and then I have to continue. Yeah, so let's continue with the fringes. Now I'm done up to the 5th fringe. All right, and to continue from here, I'll be moving to the 6th fringe. Now you could see 6 to 6. 6 to 6 means, now you realize that one part, let me screenshot for you to see it properly. 6 to 6 means I'm going to fringe from this side. So this is, here is 11, and this part is also 11. All right, so which means this, the fringes here is the same as this part here, right? So when I have to add my fringe, is going to go all the way to the 6th bead here. The 7th bead is going to repeat it. It's going to be the same as the 6th, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. Okay, so here is from the 6th bead here, or from the 5th fringe, is going to be in a ringed form. Right, so let me start doing it for you to understand. Now let me explain one thing to you. 6 to 6, I'm on the 6th bead. Okay, which means I'm going to make a ring of from 6, the 6th bead, to the next 6th bead on the other side, and it's going to be 54, okay, times 2, which is going to give us 108 plus 6, and in total we're going to have 114. Okay, so this is it's going to be really long. This information is for those of you who are following the same pattern. All right, so from here I'm going to have 114 beads to French, and it's going to be in a ringed form. I have 114 beads on the thread right now, and I'm about to French. Okay, yeah, so the beads on both sides are the same. Okay, so we have 11 beads on one side and another 11 beads on the other side. Okay, yes, so when you should count from top to down, you should get on the 6th bead, and from the other side too is supposed to be 6, but just be careful in case you're following the same pattern. Just be careful that you wouldn't mess it out. It's supposed to be on the 6th bead, so I'll go with the bronze gold color right now. Yeah, so this will be my very first ringed French. Next ring fringe is up to 120 beads, which is 114 plus 6. Okay, so I would hook it up with the next bead. And yes, it's clear that my thread is getting finished. I'm going to add a new thread off camera. If you follow me, you should already know how to add a new thread to this kind of project. Okay, so it's not going to be a new thing, right? I'm going to put a link, like I said, so that in case you are lost, you just check it out, right? And also what you see right now is that I'm going through the beads to secure the working thread, right? So this is what I started, thread I started with, so you should secure it before you cut it off finally. Adding 3 more fringes off camera, guys. In case you are lost, please play back and watch how this is done. It's very simple. I'm going to get back to you in the middle. Now I'm in the middle and I'm going to add 144 beads. Right, I hope you are all there. I'll go ahead to add the last fringe. And whilst you are pulling, you need to pull it very carefully so it doesn't tangle. See how gentle I'm doing this? Yeah. Then I'll go through the next, or the bead I was in already. Here I have to go back and start from the 5th bead. So I'll go through the beads again from the yellow bead that I'm going through now. So I'm going back like that. I still have some thread. Yeah, so I don't have to worry to add any new thread. I have to go back again this way. In case you're following the same pattern and you still have thread, this is how to do it, okay? Unless your thread is finished, then you can add a new thread. If you've been following me, you should be able to know how to add a new thread because I have tutorials on them. So I'm here now and I would add the 5th fringe from here. Mind you, the number of fringes is not the same as the last one. Back to the 5th fringe. It's going to be 54 beads, just like when I started, remember? Yeah. So which means that the next is going to be 48. So it's going to be subtraction. You're going to subtract -6. Beginning was +6, and when you're ending, you're going to subtract 666. So this is 54 beads. This next fringe is about, or is 48 beads. I'll go ahead to add it. It looks a little stuck. I don't know why. I feel like there was something happening to this particular fringe inside, because pulling was quite tough. Just to make sure that everything is fine, I had to do it gently. So when you are adding your fringe, please be careful. Yeah, because I had to pull it and then try to know what is happening, be sure before moving on. So adding a fringe has its own challenges, and this could be one of them, okay? And you need patience to add certain kind of fringes like what I'm doing right now. Yeah. I had to add fringe 42. What I mean is the number of fringes is 42, and then fringe 36 off camera. But then the last but one bead here to help me add the fringe is closed. The hole is closed. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to add the last fringe, which is 30 beads of fringe like that. Okay, so this is what I do. I go up like that, like normal. Okay, so if you encounter this kind of issue, you can try this and see if it will work with you. Then I go up again, because if I have to force the bead, it's going to break it and my work is going to be a disaster. All right, so especially when you have this kind of small beads like what I'm having now. And then my thread is almost done, but I'll manage to finish. Okay, and then yeah. So it's almost like there's nothing adding. It's almost like it's coming from this bead. Yeah. Okay. And then to seal everything up, I go back through the object here and then through the white bead again, like that, and then through the fringes, down the fringe. Okay, what's happening? Yeah, I go down the fringes again, but try not to pull it too tight or else it's going to be very rigid. We don't want that to happen. Come back, guys. Here, so we're all done, and there's one simple thing to do here, that is to attach stud or hook. Okay, so we are still left with a stud or hook to attach or to add, and this is going to be with the help of a brick stitch, okay, around this area. And sorry, I cannot it's possible that I show you, but I'll be doing this offline. Okay, it's going to be off camera because I've been doing this for the past two uploads. I think this I've been doing similar projects with you, and it's not something new. If there's anything different, I would come back to show you how, if I should add anything new, I would show you how I add my hook or stud. Okay, but I can assure you that it's very similar to the last upload. Okay, yeah, so I'll see you when I have to see you. All right, welcome back, guys. Yes, so I told you I wasn't going to show you this part because I mean it's in the first or the last upload. Okay, yeah, so please check it out how I was able to attach the brick stitch here. This is a brick stitch that I just attached to help me with the earring stud or hook. Okay, yeah, so I'm done with this, the first pair. I'll finish with the second pair and then get back to you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, guys, my lovelies. Yeah, my product is done, and guys, I would love you to try. I mean, the most challenging part is the fringes, honestly, to be frank. The most challenging part is the fringe, but it's not very difficult. I can assure you. You can decide to make your fringes very short. I wanted to make mine longer, and then the down or the middle part ringed. You see how it is, just to give it a different look. Okay, because the recent one I uploaded was quite similar, which I'm going to also put a link in the description for you to check. Look at how gave it a ringed appearance. It's very nice. All right, so please give it a try, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Okay, so see you on the next one. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe. Whenever you subscribe, try to press on the notification for new uploads. Okay, thank you so much, and have a nice time. Bye bye.